Welcome back, my friends, to this Remembrance Day tour of the allotment. I had a quiet few minutes at 11 o'clock. We're close to the cemetery and it was quite, I wouldn't say nice, but to hear the trumpet sound. We're in the polytunnel. The potatoes are nicely covered up for tonight's frost. And this week has gone so quickly, unbelievable. I'm now pondering what to do with the pineapples. They're probably okay in here for now, but I probably will take a couple home. The beans, they're the Benchmaster runner beans, and the cobber at the bottom drying out nicely. Hopefully the mice won't get at them. And those are the buried seed experiment. So there's not a lot going on here now. I've still got the potatoes, and if we move outside, I've now been able to get this tank there partly filled, so it doesn't, I've tied it down, but the wind has been strong, and I've connected the guttering up again. So that's another job out the way, and it's surprising how it opens the space up here. I've emptied the tanks at the end of the polytunnel. I don't like wasting water. I'd rather it overflow than have tanks empty. I haven't been able to collect any horse manure this year, so I've got myself a couple of these Grow Organics. I think the equivalent's like 6X that our fellow YouTubers use, and Pete from Pete's Back Garden has kindly sent me some of his Kelsey onion seeds, so thanks Pete. And Pete's got a Facebook group as well, and his YouTube channel, so please pay him a visit and say hello. This is the harvest from the 2 buckets, and realistically, by the time I've tidied them up, I'll just eat them whole. Just give them another wipe off, but yeah, I'll have some soil with that as well. So 2 seeds, we got those. Won't do it again, but it wasn't a wasted journey with that one. Broad beans have got their first frost tonight, but they're looking well, so I can't see there being any issues with those. William Coleman asked me about whether they will get enough light at this time of the year. Well, that's where the sunshine gets to. It may come this way a little bit, but basically these won't get any sunshine now till the summer. The wind's blowing me about a bit, guys. That's why the tablet's moving all over the place. Just waiting for a day I can burn the rubbish. With it being Remembrance Sunday, I didn't want a fire today. It's a little bit inconsiderate, it blowing over the cemetery for anybody that pays a visit to their loved ones. I think I'll get the carrots in the polytunnel next weekend. The rhubarb in the fruit cage has started to grow again. I bet it'll curl its ears back in after this frost tonight. And I've managed to get the 2 blackcurrant bushes that I took cuttings from. I must have potted them up in January. So those 2 plants now are in the ground. They were desperate to get in the ground. The actual roots are out the bucket and in this year's potato bed. So I'm pleased I've got those in. This is a gooseberry bush that I bought. Most of mine are the red, and I find them really quite nice. But this bush here in this corner was just giving me some small berries as I nearly fall over. The blueberries are looking really vibrant, and I've got a little bit of weeding to do, but until all the bushes lose their leaves, I'm going to leave it till then. These are the holly leaves that need burning. and I managed to get some more compost. There's about 30 little bags there, and it's really nice stuff. There's not much root in there. It had been there for quite a while by the look of it. Another couple of tanks, not sure what I'm going to do with those, but they are not hurting nothing there until I think of something. The arbour that was at my house, this is what we took down when we started the hashtag garden makeover. I thought that'd sit really nice here in front of the greenhouse. I've managed to get all the glass in. I was going to do a video, but you're sick and tired of me this week. I haven't planted anything in that corner, but I have just tidied it up, put some compost around. It doesn't cost me nothing. That's the asparagus, and the bottle there, because I've got a short cane. Well, I said I was going to cut the glass, and historically old glass is very difficult to cut. I've tried to use bits that were broken in the corners, and there's a pile of glass. There's 2 sheets on the top of from another greenhouse. I've got quite a bit of glass about, so it doesn't cost me nothing, but for 4 panes of glass I probably broke 10. So this is the grape that I actually bought. It's a different variety. That little tree on the left is the peach tree. That's come from a stone out of the compost bin. That was growing in, I think it was the onion cage. So that's getting on for 18 months old now. And that's a pomegranate bush tree. I decided to put those into the greenhouse to help them a little bit. Again, these are the grapes cuttings from out of the polytunnel. They've got a good root system on them, so they're there. And as you can see, I've used some gaffer tape, gorilla tape, whatever you want to call it, just so that I don't cut my hands too much. It just tidies it up nicely. And I'm just waiting for my snowdrops to come up in these 2 corners, and they're from Nick's allotment. That's N-I-C, Nick. So thank you to him for sending me all those lovely snowdrops, and hopefully I'll be able to show you those as soon as they come up. Done a few more bits to this from when you've last seen it. I've collected some of those ferns from my house just to tidy that up. I haven't seen a frog since I've done this. They either like it and they've gone to sleep, or they've just said, I'm not stopping here. I've got the pump in, but I'll show you that another time. And we've still got a few flowers growing on the wildflower garden. Ooh. The poor reindeer, his head's fell off. So I've been busy collecting leaves. That's the 10th bag. We've already got 8 in there, and the dustbin bags. He said, which dustbin bags? The ones there, they're all full of leaves as well. I think there's 10 bags there. And yeah, so I covered all this up temporary, and I had a bit of a shock. No leaks, and we have some liquid black gold. So I must set that up now. I didn't realise that I'd be getting juice straight away. but that's really pleased me. That's more liquid that I've got from there than off the other plot, so it's definitely working. Just got that running on 6 volts, and that's just enough. Well, thank you very much, everyone. I've been busy this week. The whole week's gone so quickly. I haven't done everything I wanted to do, but do we ever? Happy gardening to you all. Till next time, my friends. Ta-ra for now.